Someone just lied to your face. You believed them. They felt good about it. And you're sitting here thinking people only lie when they hate you or want something from you. But you're wrong. The people who like you the most lie to you the most often, and they think they're doing you a favor. Your best friend lies to you an average of 1.96 times per day. Now, that's not my opinion. That's from a University of Massachusetts study that tracked conversations for weeks. But here's what makes it so disturbing. They aren't lying because they're bad people. They're lying because they care about you. And that, my friends, makes it so much worse. There are 3 main types of lies people tell you, and only one of them is actually malicious. The first type is what I call comfort lies. You know the ones, "That presentation you gave was great. No, you look totally fine in that. Don't worry, I'm sure it'll all work out." These are the lies people tell to manage your emotions. In fact, research shows that a full 60% of lies in close relationships are what psychologists call prosocial lies. They were intended to benefit you, not them. But here's the subtle manipulation they don't see. They're not actually helping you. They're managing their own discomfort with your distress. When you get upset, they feel uncomfortable. The lie is a quick fix. It makes them feel better by making you feel better, just for a moment. You ask, "Does this look bad on me?" They say, "No, it's fine." Not because it's truly fine, but because saying, "Yes, it looks pretty bad," forces them into a longer, more emotionally draining conversation. The lie is the exit door, and they take it almost every single time. The second type is self-protection lies. "I'll be there in 5 minutes, they say, when they haven't even left the house yet. I forgot, when they just didn't prioritize it. My phone died, when they were actively ignoring your calls. These lies are all about protecting themselves from consequences, and the closer your relationship is, the more often they use these little escapes. Why? Because they know you're less likely to call them out on it. A Harvard study found that people actually lie more frequently to romantic partners and close friends than they do to strangers or acquaintances. The relationship itself provides a shield of protection. You're emotionally invested in believing them, so you do. Strangers get the raw, unfiltered honesty because there's no relationship to damage. But the people you love, they get the lies because the relationship is valuable enough to protect with deception. Now, the third type is malicious lies. These are thankfully rare in healthy relationships. These are the lies designed to control you, to deceive you, or to gain a clear advantage over you. Everyone thinks you're overreacting. I never said that. You're remembering it wrong. These aren't just little mistakes or white lies. These are weapons. But here is what most of us fail to understand. Even people who genuinely love you will use the first 2 types of lies, the comfort lies and the self-protection lies, constantly. And they'll have a whole list of justifications ready. "I was just trying to protect your feelings. I didn't want to worry you. It was just easier than explaining the whole thing." Think about this. Research shows that people lie in approximately 1 out of every 5 social interactions, and those lies aren't distributed equally. They are concentrated in your closest, most important relationships. Your brain has something called cognitive load. Telling the truth is easy. It requires very little mental energy. Maintaining a lie, on the other hand, is hard work for your brain, but your brain will happily pay that extra cost if the relationship is valuable enough. Lying to a stranger is a high-risk, low-reward game. If they catch you, who cares? You lose nothing important. But lying to someone you care about, that's low risk, high reward. If they catch you, they'll probably forgive you. And if they don't catch you, you successfully avoided a difficult conversation or conflict. It's a win-win for the liar. And here's the really dark part. People become better liars the closer they are to someone. They learn your personal blind spots, your trust patterns, what you want to hear. Every single successful lie they tell you is a training session, teaching them how to lie even better the next time. A study on deception in relationships found that people can accurately detect lies from strangers about 54% of the time, which is just slightly better than a coin flip. But with close friends and partners, that accuracy plummets to just 30%. You are objectively worse at detecting lies from the people you trust the most, because a part of your brain simply doesn't want to find them. When people constantly lie to protect your feelings, they're making a huge decision for you. They've decided that you can't handle reality. They've decided that managing your emotions is more important than respecting your intelligence. And over time, this has a corrosive effect. You stop getting real, honest feedback. You stop improving. You stop knowing what's actually true in your own life. You become dependent on a version of reality that's been carefully edited for your comfort. So how do you spot these lies? Forget all the body language myths you've heard. Liars don't always avoid eye contact or touch their face. In fact, skilled liars know you're looking for those tells, so they consciously control them. Instead, watch for these more reliable patterns. First, too much detail. Liars often over-explain to make their stories sound more convincing, adding unnecessary details that a truthful person wouldn't bother with. Second, a strange lack of emotion. The truth usually comes with natural emotional ups and downs, while a rehearsed lie can feel flat and detached. Third, watch how they react when questioned. A truthful person might be confused by your suspicion, but a liar often gets defensive or angry because they're protecting the lie. And finally, stories that change in small but significant ways over time. The truth is consistent. Lies have to be recreated, and they often shift. But the most reliable indicator of all, your gut. Studies consistently show that your unconscious mind is far better at detecting deception than your conscious, analytical mind. If something just feels off, it probably is. Trust that feeling. The fix for all of this is simple, but it's incredibly hard to do. You have to tell the people in your life, I would rather hear a harsh truth than a comfortable lie, and you have to mean it. You have to prove it with your actions, because if you punish people for being honest and reward them for telling you comfortable lies, you are actively training them to deceive you. The people closest to you are lying to you right now, not because they're evil, but because you've unintentionally made honesty more painful for them than deception. In the next video, we're going to break down the body language that actually reveals lies, not the fake stuff everyone thinks they know. So make sure you subscribe and tell me in the comments, what is the one lie people seem to tell you most often? Thanks for watching.